and welcome to or welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. We've had a bit of work get in the way, we've had a bit of life get in the way, and we had some stuff happen to the car which resulted in it being away for a while, but we're back, so let's get into it. So I only got the car back from the mechanic yesterday. It had an aircon issue which resulted in us having to tear apart the entire interior of the car. I'll just post a couple of photos up here so you can see what it was looking like. As a result, I've got some stuff that needs working on inside the car to get that back up to where I want it to be, and we're just doing a few minor things, plus we'll maybe have a major install in this one. We'll see. Stay tuned. The first of the mods we're going to go through today is just changing out the lug nuts on the car. Currently I have a set of worker motion lug nuts on the car, but for an aesthetic purpose we are now going to go to these lovely pink ones. Hopefully they should match everything else I'm doing on the car. I'll just get straight into it, nothing major here, just changing a couple of lug nuts. And there we have the new lug nuts installed. I'm pretty happy with the colouring. Does match the calipers quite nicely. I'll get these all torqued down and continue on with the rest of the wheels, and then we'll move on to the next mod. Next up, we are going to be installing a new set of tweeters for the car. These are the Nakamichi Tweeters that Suya do here in Australia. These are literally just a plug and play. So we'll just get the panel up, remove the old one, and install the new one. Yeah, these do have a couple of clips on them and they are quite difficult, but as you can see we finally got there. There's just two screws, one just at the front, one just to the back, and then the old OG tweeter should pop straight out. So I've got the old tweeter out, there's the harness that we're plugging into. Get our new speaker. And that is not as plug and play as it should have been. So I've messaged the guy. I've messaged my guy regarding that issue with the tweeters. We'll get back to that in a bit. In the meantime, we'll move on and get my cop access port reinstalled, as I pulled that out when the dash pulled out. Start with, we'll just remove this side panel. We've got all our trim removal pieces with us. This has come on and off a few times now, so it's pretty easy. Next, we'll just quickly remove this vent. This is a new vent piece that I've installed recently, so it is a bit stiffer than the plastic ones, but it still comes straight out like that. As part of trying to get that tweeter in, I have gone ahead and removed my cob access port vent piece, so I will just feed the cabling into that, and then I'll feed the cabling back down through here and connect up to the OBD underneath. Cable's all been fed down, and we're plugged back into the OBD2 port. So I'll just put these pieces back in. I've made sure to run the cable away from the vent, but you've got plenty of room around this piece to actually lock it all in. Lock our side piece back in. What's going on here? Where's that one supposed to go? Roll back in, and last piece is cob access ports back in and firing up. That's that one. Now just waiting on the tweeters and see how we go there. Still haven't heard anything back regarding the speakers. It's looking like they may be for the Harman Kardon system instead of the base model that I have. In the meantime though, we are going to get on to today's major mod, and that is going to be installing the new AFD Side Skirts. We'll start by removing the old side skirts. We do have a few things to change over, like the splitter kit and the lip kit. There is also underglow on the underside that we have to deal with, so I'll get into that now. Update time. It's the next day. It got pretty warm yesterday, so I've stopped working. Update number 1. The speaker harness, I've reached out to the supplier. Turns out the harness I have works for the Harman Kardon system, which is for the RS and TS models in Australia. The base model actually shares a harness with the VN, which is the wagon. So they're shipping out that harness as soon as they're back to work on Monday. So we should have that all sorted in the coming days. Update 2. Driving around yesterday afternoon, my vortex generator forcibly ejected itself at about 100 k's an hour. So I'm now left with some tape removal at the moment. This is an unfortunate event, but we'll get there. And update 3 is I actually went ahead and installed the left-hand side skirt as I wanted to test a lot of my work and ideas before running it through you guys. It looks alright, but it does take a while to get used to. So I'll be running through this procedure now. I'll get the car back up on the ramp, and we'll get straight into it. To start the removal of the side skirt, there's just a couple of push pins at the front here. Stubby Phillips head. Turn them counterclockwise and they should come out. They may spin, so you may just need to hold the second piece in place to get it to pop. Just like that, with a Phillips head on the front. There's another one of these under the back of the thing, and then there's another couple of Phillips, not Phillips, another couple of push pins underneath, in gaps underneath. They require a flat head to pop up and then drop down. So I'll get onto those, and then we'll just pull the skirt off as it's held in by push pins at the top. We've got the skirt off and up on a little bench ready to work on. If you were doing this just as a skirt swap, all you need to do is now swap over these pegs onto the new side skirt and reinstall. No other issues. But because I'm running a lip kit and a few other things, we're going to have to uninstall those and reinstall them on the new one. So I'll get these clips pulled across and then we'll deal with the rest of the skirt. So these pins just push out of their slot like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Swap them over and we'll get into the rest of it. As I said, with these clips swapped across, if this is all you need to do, you can actually go back and then reinstall this. But I'll start taking my additional pieces off there and move them onto the new skirt. For those with aftermarket skirtings, this is how you'd go about it. Although I am going into overkill and we're actually using riv nuts. So you can see on mine we've got all the points for the STI lip kit and the tech screws for all the additional skirting bit. We've also got the underglow. However, we have purchased a new set of underglow, as last time I tried taking this off anything, the backing peeled, so I wasn't going to risk it on this run, and we'll get to that in a second. With the screws out supporting the lip kit extension, we're just going to go ahead and pop out the last of these push pins. And just like that, the old one is off. We'll start with this piece, and I'll actually move this out of the way. So step one, we're going to go through on all of these holes, re-drill them out to a larger diameter. We're going to 5mm. This will take the riv nut insert. So I'll just go through. These will already be about 3mm from the tech screw that was already in there. From there, I've prepped up my riv nut gun. We've just got an M4 insert attached on the front here, and we'll go through, insert a M4 into all of these holes, and we should be good. Now that we're done with that, we're going to flip it around the right way, match, and we're going to start matching it up to the skirt to get it in the position I want. The skirt itself has a dip back, and I'm going to try and line that up the whole way down. So I went ahead and riveted these in. In some areas you do have to take a little bit of material off the skirt to be able to fit it in, but that's only because of the sizing I'm using. If you're using a smaller sizing, you wouldn't have such an issue. I'm just going to do a soft fit now. Just throw in a couple of bolts, make sure everything's looking how it should do, and if that's all looking good, we'll go ahead and finish up the install. So overall we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lined up. This one I ended up drilling in the wrong spot for some reason. And I'll just need to gouge this hole out a bit more. But for the most part, everything else lines up. So I'll take this back off, re-drill that front hole, and then we'll finish up with the fit out. It's several days later. I realised going through the editing of the last bit of footage that I missed a fair bit of that install due to the camera turning off halfway through and losing battery. So I'll take you through that quickly now. A couple of other updates. The harness for the speakers has shipped, so hopefully get that in today or tomorrow. Another quick one is I've worked pretty well with a caramel wheel, friction wheel, whatever you want to call it, to get rid of as much tape as possible. The car is going in for detail shortly, so hopefully they can polish and make the clear coat all good, and I haven't done too much damage. Third, I'm currently going through the install of a new splitter. I won't go into too much detail on this as there's already a full video, but this will be part of the final look at the end of this video. In regards to the side skirt mounting, best to put these first two push pins in at the front. That'll get the front all locked in. Then you can work your way back. You may need to just adjust a few of the push pins and stretch out the skirt as it's not a perfect fit. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with the final install. It's been holding on for almost a week now, so overall it's pretty good. I'll get back to working on this splitter and see you at the end of the video. For those that haven't seen my splitter setup before, it's just a series of bolts that I've got on the bottom. This was much easier this time around, especially as the poles were all pre-drilled, so it's literally just slotted all through. And actually, as part of the new splitter, I got a new kit, so we've got a few different spaces and longer bolts, which made things a bit easier this time around. With all the mods complete, it's time to get the RX looking good again. Quick message to the guys at Optimal Group Perth, and they were out within a couple of days. Quick maintenance detail, and they coated the area for that vortex generator as well with ceramic coating. So the whole car is now ceramic coated and looking pretty. And with that, that's all I've got for you guys on this video. There'll definitely be a few more videos coming in 2026. I've got a whole heap of suspension components set over on my right hand side ready to go on the car. But we do have other mods coming through shortly. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one.